Good morning, children. Now I am discussing another lesson of 9th class, social. That is lesson number 15, industrialization and social change. So, what are the changes that has been took place industrially, and what are the social changes, or what are the development activities that has been done during that period, that is in the 17th century, 18th century. What are the changes that has been took place, especially many changes has took place in European countries rather than the other countries of the world. So European countries are the countries where development has gone very rapid, that is very fast development has been took place in the European countries, and that too in England, that is in Britain. The fastest development of all the countries in the world, which we can say Britain, that is England, the capital of England. So here the transfer, yes. So here I am going to discuss about the industrialization and social change, and that the first two is introduction. Here, yes, the transformation of industry and the country and the economy in Britain between 1780s and 1850s is called as the first industrial revolution. So 1780 to 1850, the transformation means the changes in industrially and economy. So both, not only in one aspect, in industry development and economic development. Economic development is financial development. So financially growing strong, that country. Which country here? We are talking about the country Britain. Britain is the capital of England. Right, good. Remember that. So the period between 1780s and 1850s is called as the first industrial revolution. So that period we call it as the first industrial revolution between 1780s to 1850. In which country? In Britain. Later on, it has been spread to the other countries like European countries and in USA also. So first it started in England, that is in Britain, the industrial revolution. After that, it spread to the other countries of Europe and also to USA. USA means here United States of America. Right. The term industrial revolution was used. No, here I am telling the industrial revolution. The term industrial revolution was used by European scholar, that is George Michael in France. George Michael is one of the name of the person. He belongs to France, and the capital of France is Paris. The capital of France is Paris. The term first time industrial revolution was used by a French scholar. What is the name of that person means? He is Mr. George Michael. He is a person who has used industrial revolution first time. Then another writer, that is Friedrich Engels. Friedrich is another name of the person. He belongs to Germany, and the capital of Germany is Berlin. The capital of Germany is Berlin. Another author told, Friedrich also, a person who has told about the industrial revolution. Then Arnold Tybur, that is 1852 to 1883, described the changes that occurred in Britain industrial development between 1780 to 1820. So another person, Toynbee, is another person. He is a great philosopher. He belongs to England. That is Britain. He told that what are the development activities that has been done, the industrial development between 1760 to 1820. He has given a clear idea to the world about the changes that has been took place in the Britain 1720 to 1860, right? Now here, so all we are discussing only about Britain. Why particularly we are discussing only about Britain? Why can't we discuss about the other countries also? We can have a doubt. Sir, you have given introduction totally on Britain only, sir. Why you are discussing only on Britain? There are other countries are also there in the world. In Europe also many countries are there now. Particularly why we are discussing about Britain? Let us know why. ఎందుకు మనం బ్రిటన్ గురించే మాట్లాడుతున్నాము చెప్పేటప్పుడు వినకుంటే బయటికి ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ ఫర్ యూ. Yes, right. So why Britain? Let us discuss it. So this we have completed. Now we are going to discuss about Britain. So I have given the total introduction about the industrialization and social change. In that I discuss only about Britain rather than the other countries of the world or rather than the other countries of Europe. Why Britain only, sir? You can have a doubt now. So why you are discussing only Britain? No, let us listen. Why Britain only? Means Britain was the first country to experience the modern industrialization. Yes. So why only Britain? Means Britain is the only country or the first country to get experience about the modern industrialization. So modern industrialization కోసం ఏ కంట్రీ అంటే ఫస్ట్ కంట్రీ is Britain. It had been politically stable since the 17th century with England, Wales and Scotland unified under a monarchy. Yes. So why Britain only? Means it is a unified country. Who? England, then Wales, then Scotland. So unified, these are the countries which are unified with a single ruler. Monarchy type kingdom was there. That's why the position of the country at these three unification of these three countries, unified countries with a single ruler, the economic condition of the unified countries has become very stable, means very good, very strong in the case of financial conditions during the 17th centuries. So that's why it became the pioneer of European countries to experience the process of change in the production and reaping its fruits and was looked upon as the workshop of the world. Yes. So that's the reason why it has got a rapid development in other countries. Means this financial conditions is very, very stable. So the fruits of 17th century they are getting now, reaping the fruits. That's why we call that as the world, workshop of the world. So that's why the England or the Britain is called as the workshop of the world. It was due to many favorable conditions or prerequisites that were present in England. So it was having many favorable conditions. What are the favorable conditions? What are the factors that are good supporting them? Means the first one is it was blessed with moderate climate. So why Britain only? Means the first thing is financial condition of the country was stable because of a single ruler during 17th century. That was the one condition. Second condition is the temperature, moderate temperature or modest temperature was there, which is suited very much to cotton industry. Yes. So moderate temperature, which is very, very good for cotton industry. There was no scarcity of water power. Yes. So there was no any scarcity of water power. There was no dearth of raw material. So raw material was abundant. At that time, no industries. So when industries are there, then many industries are there. Many industries require raw material. But at that time, no industries. So abundant raw material is there. They can use raw material first. Are you able to understand? Yes? Right. So what are the favorable conditions? Means one is moderate temperature is there. Very good for cotton industry. That is one. Abundant raw material is there. Water power is there. Huge water is available. That is also one of the reasons. Then coal and iron were available in abundance. and side by side. Yes. So what are the favorable factors that are available, that are suited for Britain means? One is financial conditions, stable, there is 17th century, sir. That is one condition. Second condition is moderate temperature, which is good for cotton industry. Third condition is very good for abundant raw material is there. That is one. Next, water resource, water power is pure. That is also one. Another one. So coal and iron, coal. So at the time coal was not used that much as now we are using coal. So at the time the usage of coal was very less. So they are getting coal also in abundant quantity. These are also one of the factors where it helped Britain to develop industrially. Able to understand why Britain is? Next, another one is that on the basis of iron and coal and textiles, Fisher complements Britain built up a type of civilization which has been occupied all around the world. Yes. On the basis of iron, so on the basis of iron, coal and textiles, Fisher complements Britain built up a type of civilization which has been occupied or copied all around the world. Yes. So the things which has been started by Britain, that is coal, iron, textiles, all these things has copied by who? By the rest of the world. Apart from the Britain, all countries copied Britain. Right. So it was well equipped by the 18th century for seaborne trade. Yes. So by 18th century, before 18th century, there was no trade between one country to another country. Why? Because at that time transportation was not that much. But at once the people have started inventing the sea routes to different countries, then they got the ideas. Then the Britishers that is the Britain, has started trade through sea routes. Sea means traveling through water, traveling on water. So at that time there was no any helicopters, airplanes were also not there. So the people were moving through sea. So seaborne trade also started. Means the business has not confined in only one country, that is only Britain. They manufacture their articles, their products, and they take the products to other countries via sea route. Via sea, and selling the products to the countries, chocolates and like that. So seaborne trade business has been started like that also. Then it had a good number of ports. Inland transport was improved and modernized by building and the rest, and the network of roads and canals. Yes. So once the trade has been improved, that is sea route trade, then the development of roads, development of canals, construction of all these things has been started to enhance the business, to increase the business. That's why Britain is one of the countries where the development was very fast when compared to the other countries of the world. Next, coal and iron. Yes, England was fortunate in that coal and iron ore. The staple materials for mechanization were plentiful available as well. Other minerals, lead, copper and tin, that were used in industry. Yes. So, in the iron industry or in the textile industry, we require coal in abundant quantity. At that time, many industries were not there. Or only industries are found in Britain only. So at that time the raw material was abundant. What are the raw materials? Coal and iron was abundant in quantity, bulk quantity. And they are getting at very cheaper rates or very low rates. They have to give only the labor charges. but they are not paying any amount for the coal. So the labor is lifting the coal and putting the carts. For that only they have to pay. No need to pay any other amount like that was there. And apart from that, apart from coal and iron, they used to get lead, they used to get copper, they used to get other materials that are required for the iron industry. All these things are available in abundant quantity. So in the course of half a century, 3 generations of the family. So in the course of half a century, 3 generations of a single family, that is called grandfather, father and son. 3 generations continuously. All called Abraham Darby. Abraham Darby brought about a revolution in the metallurgy industry. It began with an invention in 1709 by the first Abraham Darby. So 1709, Abraham Darby, the first person who has brought out metallurgical industry in Britain. The second person, that is, he is the person who has introduced the blast furnace. Blast furnace. Blast furnace means now you can see oven. Oven you have seen, or you can see the manufacturing of bakery items. So like cakes and puffs and all those things. So they will putting in a plate and then putting in the oven, right? So like that it was introduced in the 1709 and 17th century itself. The technology, but now we are using like that we are using now. But it has been started in the past by first person. He is Mr. Abraham Darby. He is the name of the person who has introduced that. The process was further refined by more inventions. Yes, so metallurgical industry was first introduced by Abraham Darby. That is the grandfather of Abraham Darby. 3 generations all. So one by one, improved technologies. So they improved the technology from grandfather to father, father to son, like that. The technology has been improved. They done degraded. Yes. The second Darby, 1711 to 1768, developed wrought iron. That is Henry Cott, next person. Henry Cott, 1740 to 1820, designed the pudding furnace. Yes. The British iron industry. The British iron industry quadrupled its output between 1800 to 1830, and its products was cheapest in Europe. And the products of the products that were produced in the iron industry was very, very cheap when compared to the other products of the people. So the products were cheap in Europe. In 1820, a ton of pig iron needed 8 tons of coal. Yes. So in 1820, in the year 1820, they took 1 ton of iron ore to melt. How much they want, how much they took coal? 8 tons of coal they took. 1 ton iron ore ki kariginచడానికి 8 టన్నుల బొగ్గును ఉపయోగించినారు. అదే slowly the process has been changed. In the 1850, it could be produced by 2 tons. Yes, sir. So 1 ton, 8 tons. Now again 1 ton, 2 tons. In the 1850, like this, the development has been took place in the Britain, that is in the European country, which is called it as a Britain. Right, children? So go through the notes, learn and come. I will conduct the test tomorrow. Thank you, children.